To the dismay of credit card companies, sometimes people only keep cards open for 1 year. From the customer standpoint, there can be many reasons. A situation change, a worse than expected experience with the card, or perhaps all along it was always meant to be a 1 year play for the welcome offer. The latter was very much my play for the United Explorer card, which by the way also has no annual fee in year one. When my wife got the card in April last year, as much as United is our most flown domestic airline, it was likely going to be cancelled or downgraded to a United Gateway card after year one. Keyword, likely. In fact, this was always going to be a tough call given that the United Explorer card has many ways to get outsized value. Well, taking into account some major recent news from United, the decision was not only made easier, but it swung entirely. In this one, I'll share how the Explorer barely missed the cut in terms of a keeper, but now edges things out after United did what it did in terms of the recent changes. For those unacquainted, the United Explorer card is the lowest annual fee card in Chase's lineup of 4 cards. With its $150 annual fee, we can deem it an entry-level airline card. Like its competitors, so think the Amex Delta Gold and Citi Advantage Platinum Select World Elite MasterCard, this card offers some benefits that elite status members get, specifically priority boarding and free first check bag. The latter alone can be worth more than the $150 annual fee for semi-frequent flyers who check bags, which isn't me, so on an expected basis, I value this at 0. Same deal for the $120 global entry credit, since I get that from many other surefire keeper cards, although I must say that the United Explorer does offer one of the cheapest ways in order to get global entry. Let's get to the first benefit that I value at something, being the 2 United Club passes. My wife and I live closest to Newark Airport, which is a United hub. Most United flights are out of Terminal C, which doesn't have any lounges except for 2 United Clubs and 1 United Polaris. My Amex Platinum, my wife's Chase Sapphire Reserve, my Venture X, all useless when it comes to lounge access at this terminal. We thus have no trouble using the 2 United Club one-time passes, and I don't expect that to change in the coming years. How much would I willingly prepay for these 2 passes? Some decent hot food and adult beverage or two. Let's call it $50 in total. Now we move on to the plethora of coupons, which, by the way, do allow the Explorer card to stand out compared to its competitors in the entry-level airline card space. Let's get the $0 value ones for my situation out of the way first. $100 annual credit for JSX, which is a hop-on jet service that doesn't really serve my area, though even if it did, it's too expensively bougie for my liking. $25 times 2 United Travel Bank credits for Avis or budget purchases on United's portal. I do rent cars on vacations or short local trips, but considering how you have to go through United's portal for a small amount of value that isn't even cash, nah. Then there are 3 more coupons that I can actually value at something, starting with the $50 times 2 United hotel credit on your first or second prepaid hotel booking through United's portal. For a cheap one-night stay, say at an airport hotel, this credit is quite useful. And this is exactly how I'll be using the credit before year 1 on the card concludes. Let's say $50 in terms of what I'd be willing to prepay. Next, $5 in monthly rideshare credits. A small amount that sometimes comes in handy during my city travels. Again, 50% of the total maximum value sounds about right, so $30 in total. Finally, $10 in monthly Instacart credits coupled with 3 months of free Instacart Plus. I really like this one as it does integrate nicely with my overall Instacart strategy. Currently, many Chase cards provide the same 3 months of Instacart Plus membership as well as the same $10 monthly credit, or in the case of the Ink Business, Cash, and Ink Business Unlimited cards, $20 in monthly credits. Better yet, the 3 months of Instacart Plus do stack upon one another, and so let's say if you have 4 cards, you would get 1 year of Instacart Plus. What I've been doing is getting $20 off 2 grocery deliveries for places that aren't particularly close to me, as well as $10 off grocery pickups for places that are close to me. Yes, prices are often marked up on Instacart, and yes, pickup comes with a $4 service fee. I think it's fair to value the $10 monthly credit at $5, so $60 in a year, and maybe tack on $10 for the 3 months of Instacart Plus. And with that, we have all of my numbers for the United Explorer card. $50 from the United Club passes, $50 from the hotel credit, $30 from the rideshare credit, $70 from the Instacart credit, $200 in total. I think I valued things pretty conservatively, and yet I'm still coming ahead by $50. Though, what hasn't been reflected in this valuation is the amount of time and effort required to manage all of these credits and benefits, which I didn't particularly think was worth $50 for the longest time. Until recently, after United announced major changes to its Mileage Plus frequent flyer program. Starting April 2nd, as long as you have one of the annual fee United cards, you will earn 3x more miles on United or partner flights compared to non-card holders, regardless of your elite status. And if you pay for your United flight with the Explorer card, you'll get 3x miles, an increase from the previous 2x. Personally, since I don't fly that often, especially on cash flares, and since I already get better multipliers on other cards, this change does not really impact me that much. That said, it's still a positive as a cardholder, or more appropriately, relatively more positive compared to the nerfed non-cardholder earnings. What's more interesting to me are the other two upcoming updates for cardholders in number 1, a 10% discount on miles redemptions or 15% if you have status, and 2, Saver Award availability that was previously only accessible to Platinum, 1K, and Global Service members. The first one, which very much takes a leaf from Delta's playbook, makes for solid savings across all types of redemptions. The second one, man, I'm now really hoping to make happen that United Polaris Business Class Saver Award for 100,000 United miles, or even 90,000 miles given the 10% discount. Nowadays, United Saver Award availability for business class, and thus partner availability, is really very limited. And so the fact that this is changing for the better is enough to convince me to keep the United Explorer card for at least another year. Selfishly, I'm hoping that the availability for Explorer holders will not be less than Quest or Club holders, as I'm not quite convinced that I'm going to get one of those cards. Of course, that's just me. I want to hear about what you guys think about not just the Explorer card, but also any of the other United cards, especially given this recent change that is making it much more advantageous to hold a United card. I must say that I've been very unsure about this keep, downgrade, or cancel decision on the card, and so these changes, while certainly unfortunate for non-card holders, couldn't have come at a better time. And if this video hit your screen at a time where you're also mulling over keeping or canceling the United Explorer card, consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. As much detail as we went into the United Explorer card, we didn't cover all the benefits. 2 of the omitted ones are unlocked with spend, being $100 in United Travel Bank cash after spending $10,000 in a year, and a 10,000 mile award discount after spending $20,000 in a year. I wouldn't recommend either at all. Far too little being offered for too much spend. Though, if you have high spend coming up and want to deploy it towards richer rewards, well, this video on screen can give you some good ideas. Here's your card nerd signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.